Cutting food waste is a delicious way to saving money, helping to feed the world, and protect the planet. T. Stewart. If we don't waste food, the earth will be happier. In 1 year, there's about 1.3 billion tons of food wasted globally. One of the problems that wasted food creates is the creation of methane gas that is 25 times stronger than carbon dioxide. Methane gas increases global warming.
Why was Cinderella such a bad badminton player? Because her coach was a pumpkin. Do you enjoy sports? I like swimming and archery, but my favorite sport is badminton. I was introduced to this game a year ago when I came to Canada. This is one of the many youth positive experiences I've been offered here. I love this game. It has been enjoyed by fans for hundreds of years. There are minimal rules and it offers many benefits.
One of my dreams is to own a Lamborghini. If that is not possible, then I desire to have the opportunity to drive one of these bulls. If that is out of reach, then I'll be content to sit behind the wheel of one of these creations. I admire Mauricio Lamborghini because he lived an interesting life. He was innovative and he was resilient. Lamborghini had an interesting story. He lived a colorful life from April 28, 1916 to February 1993.
Hitler believed Jews were not just a religion, but a dangerous race that threatened to destroy Germany and the world. Hitler believed his empire needed to be racially pure, so he decided Jews and other inferior groups had to be eliminated completely. Hitler was the author of the Holocaust, a genocide which is the attempt to wipe out a group of people. During the Holocaust, 6 million Jews were murdered and 1.5 million of executions were children from Eastern Europe.
Today, there are more self-directed schools in Canada and that are developed to mimic the style and schedules of universities. I want to tell you why these schools are increasing in popularity and how the self-directed models are proving to be more effective than regular schools. First, in 1992, there was only one self-directed school in Calgary. The teachers from Thomas Haney went to Calgary to study the curriculum of the program so as to bring this model back to BC.
Now, I'm going to tell you about the history of Starbucks, the top 3 famous coffees, and why many people like to go to Starbucks. First, I will talk about the history of Starbucks. Starbucks started in Seattle, Washington. Jerry Baldwin, Zeb Siegel, and Gordon Boker joined together and opened the first Starbucks in 1971. The word Starbucks doesn't have a meaning. It is the name from famous American novel called Moby Dick.
One day I watched a video that explains about Japan's bubble economy and it caught my interest, so that's why I decided to talk about that for my speech. So now, let's talk about it. First, we should understand what the oil shock from 1973 to 1979 means. Let me explain this. This oil shock means the price of oil, which was gas, and changes rapidly, causing supply disruption and affecting the workings of the global economy. And this can lead us to a higher inflation and higher gas prices. Also, this is what happened to the US in 1973.
Most families have at least one car, or they ride public transportation. So today, I will tell you everything that I know about them. Let's start with the history of cars. The history of cars started in 1769 with steam-powered vehicle. The first car was Bardier à vapeur, a steam wagon made by Nicolas Quinault. This wasn't made for people but to carry a cannon. The first car that has made for passengers was a pedal motor gun by Carl Benz, and this was the beginning of the age of the automobile.
So, let me ask you, how do you relax? I like to daydream. Have you ever imagined your dream become reality? I often think about it while lying in my bed. I imagine playing for my favorite soccer team, Real Madrid. Real Madrid is one of the most famous teams in the world with over 120 years of history. Real players have played there. Now, imagine this. In my imagination, I'm in the same team as those legends playing the Champions League final. We play with Barcelona.
It is made of white flour, water, grain, and sometimes sugar or oil. It is bad for our body because almost all the nutrients are removed, but it is still tasty. There are many foods that are made with white bread, such as toast and sandwiches. However, many people don't know about these breads. There are cornbread that are made with cornmeal and damper from Australia. Do you know what gluten is? Gluten makes baked things chewy. Also, most people can eat it, but some people can't because it can be harmful.
Years passed, and 4 humans found the orb and the Earth crystal. They went to the overworld exactly when Steve escaped. But there was a huge problem. You see, they broke the Earth crystal, so the portal slammed shut. So they can't go to the real world anymore. However, Steve said that the other Earth crystal is in the Woodland Mansion, and he said he will help them to find it. So they traveled to look for it. But it wasn't easy.